Hey, how are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for tuning into another awesome episode here at Brian's Place. I pray you all are doing wonderful on this beautiful summer day. This year is flying by, ain't it? It is flying by. It really is. Hope you guys are staying cool, staying hydrated, because this heat is no joke. But it is all good. God is greatly moving and he is greatly to be praised. So I, as my spiritual father, Pastor Jones, once said, um, I don't plan to be on here a long time, but long enough. But I just want to come on here and share an encouraging word about I just want to let you know it's been in you all along. It's been in you all along. And in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 7, it says we have this treasure in earthen vessels. So there's this heavenly treasure in an earthen vessel. So something that's so awesome is hidden in our earthen vessel. And because of what's in us, and because sometimes it can be so easy for the ways of this world or different people's ideals or hurt or different things or situations to heap pile upon pile in within us or different things. Sometimes things get buried easily. It's like, treasure at the beach. One day it may be at the beach and on the shore. The next day, it may be found like 100 yards deep, buried beneath. It's not necessarily that anyone moved it. It's just over time, things come over it, and more important matters kind of come over. And so sometimes we have this treasure in the earthen vessel. So if there's a treasure on the inside of us, that means we have to dig on the inside of us to get to this treasure. Do you ever notice treasure is never on the surface? You always have to dig for it, whether it's gold you're looking for or whether it's something within ourselves. We have to dig deep. And a lot of times that may include a lot of inner work, some soul care or therapy or counseling of some sorts, because sometimes things get piled upon us, knowingly or unknowingly. And so we have to find this treasure that's within us. We have to seek God as to, okay, Lord, what have you placed in me? Show me what's in me. Show me the better version of myself that's waiting my arrival. So that's extremely important. And I want to use this reference. I'm sure all of you are familiar with the movie, The Wizard of Oz. Yes, The Wizard of Oz. And personally, I prefer the 1978 classic, The Wiz. I prefer that version with Michael Jackson, Diana Ross, Nipsey Russell, Ted Ross, and the one and only Richard Pryor. Classic, right? Awesome lineup. So when we think about this movie, so they're all on a journey. They are all easing on down the road. and and it's a trip because I'm just getting this revelation that they are all going to see the Wiz because they thought the Wiz had their answer. And sometimes the quote unquote Wiz in our lives can represent like maybe a false god or maybe a false altar we've allowed to be raised up in our lives, or maybe it's simply the opinion of others, someone we're always going to. Sometimes the answer within us is within us, but sometimes God has to get us to where we are still long enough and seeking him, and he'll show us what's already in us. He'll give us the answer we need. And so they all needed something. The scarecrow needed a brain. Dorothy needed only to believe. The lion needed courage, and the tin man needed a heart. And so they all needed something. And it wasn't like towards the end of the movie that, they realized the line was like, "What? I've had courage all along." All he had to do was walk in it. And then the Tin Man realized he had a heart all along. The Scarecrow realized that he wasn't just full of awesome quotes that he just kept pulling out of his head, but that he had a brain. And so when you think about it, a caterpillar doesn't have to go to Target or Walmart to get a pair of wings. A caterpillar does not have to go to Target or Walmart to get a pair of wings, do they? Nope. All they have to do is go through the process. And the awesome part of the process is it's almost like oven, how an oven produces a desired result. And so the process that the caterpillar has to go to, it brings forth those things that are already in the caterpillar, which are its wings. And before it knows it, it's no longer a caterpillar, but now it's a butterfly. And so it's already a part of it. Every building you've ever been in was once just a thought in someone's mind. Have you ever thought about it? Every building you've ever been in was once just a thought in someone's mind. So technically, you are standing in the manifestation of someone's thoughts. So think about this. How many people are waiting to stand in the manifestation of your thoughts? Um, excuse me. How many people are waiting to stand in the manifestation of your thoughts? Um, every building was once just a dream or a thought in the designer's mind. So there's dreams. I believe there's a lot of dreams or ideas God or visions God may have given you guys or have shown you, and maybe you've been looking over here for the answer or over here, but it's like if you just seek God, He'll give you what you need. And if you just do search for that inner treasure within, you'll realize that like it's been in you all along. Your answer has been in you all along. The answer is not in this person. It's not in that person. It's not in making a certain quota, but the answer is it's within you. So I think if we're able to realize that a lot of times what we're searching for externally the answer is already in us internally. So sometimes that means just being still and just like searching and praying and seeking what God has placed in us, and not only what He's placed on the inside of us, but also about what's what He's spoken over us. His words are important over our lives. So I just want to encourage you, whatever it is you may desire or have been looking for, been praying for, it's been in you all along. Do not abort the process. It will be so worth it. It's been in you all along. So I just want to share that quick word of encouragement with you guys. I pray you guys are doing awesome and having an amazing day and weekend. And as always, thank y'all for rocking and rolling with me. This is BDP Brian David Porter, still living in purpose, on purpose, intentionally. Until next time, love y'all to life. Y'all be blessed.